Okay, so here's a third video. We have the Phantom all torn down. We have all the various parts laid out, getting ready to be refinished. Some some people would say, why are you going to change this? Because it's so nice. This is the chain guard, obviously. Because I want to change this color from black to white. I want to make it a white Phantom. This is not even rare. It's just they did not even make a white Phantom, so I'm going to do that. I pointed out in the first video the fork where I showed these portions right here, which are part of the Springer fork. It would actually work like that. And I said these were going to be painted. Well, a long time ago someone had these chrome plated, and that's not what they were. So what I opted to do, and luckily we were able to find in my local bike shop, Eastside Bike Shop, a set of original ones that were painted. And you can tell, maybe, it has a little painted dart on here. And what I'm doing is taking these in poor shape that they're in, paint-wise, and I'm stripping them all down. I'm sanding them down past the primer coat, down to the metal, because there's some rust happening here in these little areas here. So that's all got to get detailed, cleaned up, and we'll shoot some more primer on it. Originally, Schwinn used, I don't know if you could see the color or not, but they used a brown or terracotta colored primer under all their paints. And they didn't use clear coats, but for me, I'm painting this white. I don't want to use brown under white. I want to use a gray primer, and that way it'll cover a lot easier, and then I can see any little damaged areas, and I can smooth them out. And it's not really that important, because if you try to get something restored or better than they originally made it, it doesn't really make sense. Sure, you can do it, but why go to that extra length if you don't have to? This is the pivot portion of the gooseneck, and that will accept these, and they will just rock back and forth like that. And on top of those goes the spring portion of it. So there we are. We're just using a wire wheel on our motor here, bench grinder, and then we're taking down with some I don't even know what grit this is. It's 100 grit 3M paper. Taking it down, flattening it out, seeing the damage. What's really cool to me is when you do that, you can see the bend marks as they bent this along here. Now they show up. You can see the little markings in that metal. It's just really interesting to see that. Anyways, there we are. Might as well show you the plastic tank, which is really nice. I'm gonna say it's really nice, even though it's just plastic. It's nowhere near, you know, what they would normally put on these. But you see, I got a little crack on the corner here, and I have to be careful of that. But it's really flexible. This is where the horn sits, which I've removed. That's right here. And we'll just get mounted up inside there and beep beep all day long. Anyways, I got the badge off, which is it was painted red, but I'm not sure that was the original red on there. They were all polished around the edges, and then, well, we're going to figure out something to do so this will match the bike when I'm done, when it goes back on the bike. We also have the back carrier, which is I'm just gonna pretty much scuff coat this, take the braces off so I get down to metal, I'm going to take it and just scuff it up, put some primer on it and see if there's any bad looking areas. And then from there we should probably just paint it white. So that's an easy part, but it's out in the garage now, getting ready to be worked on. The frame I got over there, you can't see it, so it's sitting there, it's waiting to be rough coated. You know, we're just going to rough sand it and get it down smooth enough, spray some primer on that, and get it ready for paint too. Don't even have the paint yet. I haven't even decided whether I'm going to try a lacquer or just go with some enamel, which is what Schwinn originally used. They used enamel and they baked it on and then they buffed the paint out. They did not use clear coats back in them days. This is a from the 1950s. So, well, there you go. There's a good 6-minute video. See you next time.